Back to Ozarks Live. You know, something I'm always thankful for is the Springfield Greene County Library, because I love a good read, and I know you do too. This is Katie Pattison. And Katie, you've got 3 of your picks here. Are these some things that are really sort of popular with some of your readers right now?
Well, I've kind of, I was thinking about picking a variety of feelings here. So I have something from kind of grim to happy ending to pretty uplifting.
Okay, so you want to start with the grim then and get that out of the way?
Let's start with grim so we end with happy. Yes.
All right, which one is that? Is it Marrow Thieves?
You could probably guess by the title, right?
Marrow Thieves sounds a little grim to me.
Yes.
But it sounds very interesting.
Yeah, so this is it's actually a young adult book by Cherie Dimeline. And Dimeline is a member of the Métis tribe, which is in Ontario. So she always brings that kind of heritage into her books, and that's certainly the case here. But this is sort of near future dystopian, so people who like Hunger Games, Station 11, this might appeal to them. But the grim scenario is that people are no longer able to dream, and when they can't dream, it leads to madness, and the only way to resolve this is to harvest the bone marrow of sort of North American indigenous people. So the main character falls in that category, and he's a teenager, because again, this is a young adult book. He's on the run, and it's really just about how this makeshift family he forms with other tribes, so very character-driven, but like most dystopian novels, we're shining a light on some things going on in our own society, in this case climate change and kind of historical oppression.
Wow, people can't dress way out there, Katie, I will say. All right, what's the next one?
Okay, let's get a little happier. Okay. So this is Leave Me by Gail Forman.
Well, that doesn't sound happy, leave me.
Yes.
Unless you want them to leave. So
there are
anyway,
some sad parts in this one for sure, too. But it has a happy ending, I promise. So Gail Forman, also an author who is really great at character development, so creating these very human, flawed, vulnerable characters that you kind of get attached to.
Yeah.
So this is about a character named Mary Beth. She's a working mom, very busy. She has twins and a husband and managing a household, and she's so consumed with the details of this life that she doesn't even notice that she has a heart attack. So she has a heart attack, and then when she's recovering, she is starting to feel like she's a burden to her family around her, and she decides to just leave.
Wow.
So she picks up and leaves, kind of goes off the grid, and goes on this kind of discovery of journey of self-discovery. But I promise it has a happy ending. So.
That sounds really intriguing to me for whatever reason. I think that sounds like a really, really good read. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, so one more. This is the more uplifting. This is the more upbeat. What's this one?
So this one is actually a nonfiction book. This is called Think Like a Monk, and this is by Jay Shetty. I actually listened to the audiobook, so I brought the audiobook today. And
Love an audiobook, sure.
Yes, and you got to have a great narrator with an audiobook, right? Yeah. Jay is the narrator, and he has a great voice. He's really a great accent, and you can hear kind of the chuckle in his voice. But he talks about his experience living in an ashram as a monk for 3 years. His parents want him to be a doctor or a lawyer. He doesn't know what he wants to do. He graduates college and decides to go be a monk. Now, this is not his ultimate path. He learns that really his path is to sort of teach people and things like that. But he gives in the book the lessons he learned as a monk that could really be useful to all of us. So things like addressing negativity, finding your purpose, things like that. So.
All right, good stuff. Okay, Katie, thank you so much. Thelibrary.org, correct?
That's right.
All right, that's where you can go get your card. You can just put something on hold and go pick it up. It's great stuff, and happy holidays to you.
You too.
Thank you. All right, coming up, I get to sit down with Lisa Bankering from Friends of the Garden to learn all about Gardens Aglow this year. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back.